Everyone's sexual fantasy comes true tonight. Forgot technicalities. What does the world look like tomorrow? Welcome to WtfRedd, the only Askreddit channel that will blow your mind. Like and subscribe right now to support Pepe's career as an independent musician. Have you ever been on DeviantArt? This reality is over. Birthing back and forth, forever. This reminds me of the projectile childbirth card. What? Cards Against Humanity. Oh thank God. I was imagining a Magic the Gathering style card. Oh, I thought a greeting card of sorts. A lot less eye contact. Or a lot more. Fuck. Contact my eyes harder. Was thinking more with it all out there people would be less embarrassed, but I've seen some hentai where someone being fucked with eyeballs would probably be part for the course. Yay. Swipe kills me sometimes. How do you delete someone else's comment? With the tip of my penis OFC. Your username says it all my friend. Eye penetration hentai intensifies. Welp, time for a longer quarantine everyone. Some people are going to be walking funny for a couple days. Some won't be walking at all. Don't judge my amputation fetish. Nuggets. They're called nuggets. Probably covered in tentacles like Futurama, the beast with a billion backs. You mean genticles, right? Millions of copies of many celebrities. I love you. I'll always remember you, Fry. That show is so fucking great. Damn it. Chris Evans is gonna be redoing the elevator scene, except it's gonna be horned up women in place of Hydra. I can do this all day. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised. I'm taking a hard stance, but this is a comment I can get behind. Based on hentai, probably lots of mythical yet sexual creatures. Interspecies reviewers in real life. What a world that would be. Probably better than ours. Their world has a ridiculously stable economy. Dangerous as all hell, as adventurers need to put their lives on the line, but clearly the rewards are well worth the risk. But hey, magic to keep away the STDs and unwanted pregnancy. It's not even all that dangerous really, since there's not always work available for adventurers, meaning that they can just take on more civilian level jobs for money. Also, did you see all the different races? All the possibilities? I'll gladly risk life and limb dude. Gladly. Plus side, the adorable stuff will likely stay. Well, get cat girls, dog boys, just various forms of animal human hybrids. That should be fun. The downside is that we'll also have the ones that take far more after the animal parts. At least some furries will be happy. So in conclusion, I see this as an absolute win. Monster girls will be real, and they will not ask for consent. No resistance from me. Honestly, same. Let's see. Ugly bastards, orcs, goblins, elves, dragons, etc. Let's also not forget the numbers. Mason. 177,013. My sexual fetish now is making that girl live a happy life with her daughter. Honestly, probably way more people than expected coming out of cemeteries. Actually, a lot more people coming into cemeteries. I also choose this guy's dead wife. I think that comment was probably the hardest I've ever laughed at anything, ever, in my whole life. I still laugh every time I see it. I've seen that before, but can't remember where. Do you have the post? I got you bro. I've seen this referenced all the time, but couldn't find the original. Thank you so much, it's so much better than I could have ever imagined. Probably a lot of people filing for divorce, a lot of people taking plan B, and a lot of people getting tested for STDs. Welcome to the world of herpes pandemic. Everywhere is SX now. There are no STDs in sexual fantasies. Wait. Scratch that. Bug chasers. Bug chasers literally scratch open their rectums to better absorb the AIDS delivery. I suggest you don't look into it. I wish I could uneat this. Jesus Christ. Sticky. Yup. Incredibly sticky. This also serves dual purpose for all the people with the fantasy of cleaning up. Furries, dragons, cat girls, snake ladies, giants, eldritch abominations, lizard people etc. are now real I guess. What about the lusty Argonian maid? Is that real? Fun fact, when you first open the lusty Argonian maid it skips right to the good part implying that your character has read it before they went to Skyrim. It's the one scene from Morrowind. The creepy sex offender / police informant makes you strip down and read the draft of his latest play. The joke is that he's a terrible author who's just full of himself. Considering the GTS folks are into obliterating planets, or galaxies even, with bobs, bouts, and duckside out there will be an Earth. Don't ask me how I know this please. A brief visit to 4chan/d/ will show anyone the extreme depravity and creativity of the human mind. I don't want to live in a world with doses. All the macro PRN means we are fucked. Snake ladies are the best. Oh god. You do not know what hell you have wrought on this world. You have destroyed the very fabric of civilization. Sure, you have the vanilla shit, the step family kink. You'll see some people tied up, getting flogged, screams of pain mixed with pleasuring through the air. Except no, because we have everyone's fantasies. Everyone. Every nook and cranny of human sexuality and kink is explored, and the results are catastrophic. Giant tentacle monsters roam the streets, looking for people to violate with their countless phallus-shaped arms. Anthropomorphic animals are everywhere, hungry for lustful activities. Half human half monster hybrids take victims by force and subject them to endless intercourse. And this is just the beginning of the depravity. Giants roam the land, swallowing humans and animals alike with every hole you can possibly imagine, and some you can't. The very earth grows penises to fornicate forcefully with every living thing. Every horror you can imagine comes to life as Rule 34's entire database comes to life. Humanity is extinct. Some fucked to death. Others the victim of execution fetishists. Even more still suffer fates so indescribably horrible that even thinking about it makes your brain explode. On the plus side, we get cat girls. Yay, cat girls. My mind instantly went to some poor schmo being pumped up and down on the end of a giant squid's tentacle giving the thumbs up and saying this. Based on what's on Pornhub, there will be a whole lot of awkward family discussions. What are you doing, step bro? SHHH mom will hear us. Mom already watching from the closet. BTW, why is dad dressed like mom? And where is our real mom? And why has grandma turned into a 9-foot tentacle monster? Why is grandpa wearing a sexualized fursuit and stalking little Timmy again? Edit. Holy mother of Loki, this blew up. My most upvoted comment is about some strange sexual stuff XD. And why is my dog a thirsty giantess now? Why is this pizza delivery guy wearing latex? Why is the goldfish sucking extra hard? Why is this coconut looking thick? The universe would be destroyed because there are people who have sexual fantasies about growing their penis so big that they break space-time. I'm not joking. There are people who write in graphic detail stories about their penises growing bigger than buildings, mountains, planets, stars, solar systems, galaxies, universes, and beyond. Edit. Wow. I think this is now my highest rated comment. I did not expect that. Yo, what the duck? Oh sure, he explained with a shake of his head. The world is a flurry with fetish, he said, with too many heinous obsessions to pick. A mountain of amphorous and spassy and spics. And sure, he explained with a shrug of distress, the world is a hellscape of horrors, I guess. An image of dismal and dreadful delight. A picture of terror to taste in the night. And sure, he explained with a smile and a sigh, the world is a nightmare for you and for I. A vision of noxious nefarious stuff. At least we have cat girls. For now, that's enough. For my master's degree I'm considering exploring why you choose to write poetry about top scoring AskReddit questions. I'm also interested in the idea that you are not only bringing poetry to many people who may not like/appreciate it as a creative process, but you are also keeping the embers of creation alive on Reddit. Your popularity and consistent recognition in this subreddit deserves, in itself, academic attention. Okay, maybe not quite master's thesis, but I would actually like to know a bit more about you, as someone who writes poetry myself. I'd also like to thank you for keeping what I see as being quite traditional understandable poetry alive. My sexual fantasy is that endless money comes out of my vagina and everyone leaves me alone. So ya girl is living bougie. Please watch out for paper cuts. Armed resistance forms in the shadows of what is left. Many of the new factions summon fight amongst themselves. Centaurs with dungs the size of lances joust with half-snake lamia and the winner fornicates with the remains. Humans are resourceful, and they strike quickly and retreat, often luring any horny pursuit into rival territory. Eventually an uneasy alliance is formed with the various duck giants. Humans provide them with a steady source of prey in exchange for not spelunking a lady cave, or being used for sounding. Congratulations. You took my hellish scenario and made it worse. Plus all the contradictory fetishes. Just clothing wise, you've got people who want everyone in the world to wear leather, or latex, or nylons, or bondage gear, or swimwear, or torn clothing, or messed up clothing, or wet clothing, or no clothing. Then shit like a world where it's all dudes / all women, all zoo people / all intersex, etc. Or a world where women rule v men rule, v intersex rule, etc etc. So many contradictions make it simply impossible. Congratulations. We didn't destroy the world. We destroyed reality. Thanks for tuning in for this WtfRedd episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the one and only Askreddit channel that will blow your mind every time.